Smashing Machine. Good evening. Mike Rise, I appreciate you coming in. And I appreciate the like. Gonna talk some more about preps this evening. Want to let a few more people come in before I get started. Hope you're doing okay. You're back in Australia now? Where's the coffee? Well, actually, I just got through eating. I had a grilled cheese sandwich and French fries, and I drank tea with it. Mom of four boys, thank you for coming in. And Echo, living my best life. My best to you and Dave. Evelyn Official, thank you for coming in, Evelyn. 8 in the house, 4 likes. If you have not left me a like, please do so. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm on vacation this week from school. And thank you. And 7 in the house, 5 likes. So today, I'm getting a lot of rest. Jason Bender. When God Bless You from Green Bay, Wisconsin, coming in loud and clear, home of former Packer player Bart Starr. Have a good evening. God bless your Thanksgiving. Well, thank you. And Guru of Baseball Cards and Naomi Decker. 9 in the house, 6 likes. Let me look at Jason's channel. Jason is not a content creator. Excuse me. He does have 10 subscribers. I just became number 10. I'm going to share you out on my channel. That is Jason's channel. Oh, bunch of people coming in. I am behind. Let me give you a standard moderator. Jason, you are now a standard moderator on my channel. Guru of Baseball Cards. Dave, I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you and Echo. And I have been watching a few videos. I'm behind on everything. Naomi Decker. Thank you for coming in, Naomi. Let me get these channels written down. Here's another one. It's a large channel. Lee Sung Soon. Lee Sung, S-U-N-G, S-O-O-N, 3745, a very large channel. I just subscribed your channel. And let me share you out. This is Lee Sun Shu's channel. Trying to get through all this. I will add you as a standard moderator, Lee. Welcome. Melinda Elliott. Oh, Lord, good Lord. You guys have got me going. You've got me way back up the road. Margie TV, thank you for coming in, Margie. Margie's got a wonderful channel. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. 14 in the house, 15 likes. Old Fart Gaming. Thank you for coming in, Old Fart. NHO 8 no TV. Let me go to your channel. No HO 840. Let me share you out. I am so far behind right now, I do not know what to say. Got to go back up the way. Don't want to miss anybody. Good Lord in heaven. Here we go. I will add you as a standard moderator. 8 No TV. You're now a standard moderator on my channel. 16 in the house, 16 likes. Oh boy. Melinda Elliott, thank you for coming in. As you can tell, I am behind because of all the active comments. Hope everybody is connected. I did drop a video today. It was some food items, various forms of beans. I put it together and everything's going up. That's the source of it. Everything is going up. Unfortunately. Anton Miles, thank you for coming in. Anton Miles. Lori, thank you for coming in, Lori. And Hillbilly Josh. Lori J. And Hillbilly Josh. I am on the road. Era and Elos Vogs, thank you for coming in. I am on the road to 1500. I am way behind. I should already be at 1500 and past it, but I've slowed down as I've been working, and I have not been supporting my channel the way I normally would or the way I should be. So I blame myself for that. Trying to look at the stream. I think I'm caught up. 18 likes. There was 16 in the house last time I checked. Little Lone Prepper, thank you for coming in, Little Lone Prepper. I am sorry about that. Horrible losing subs. Idaho Garden Girl, thanks for coming in. Idaho Garden Girl. I did not get, well, I probably could have had the chance to do it. I did some stuff today. Um, Last night I had 29 channels identify themselves. I haven't updated for today to see how many other people left comments. I did not do any posting on my community wall. I did not post any recommendations for the Black Friday sales. I need to do that. I have been looking, I have been ordering items. I want to talk about a few things this evening as far as preps are concerned. When um, you get a standard issued medical kit, boo boo kit, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes certain things are not there. A standard kit is a little bit different than what you call a trauma kit. Uh, you want to have a pouch or a bag that you can add stuff to, because there will be items that will be very good for you to have in any medical kit that you use on a regular basis, and then there'll be some items that you would use extremely rare and hopefully you never have to use them. But the idea is you need a good tourniquet. Having a tourniquet in your kit, having a couple of pressure bandages, like what they call Israeli pressure, like a 6-inch Israeli pressure bandage, having a couple of those in your kit, good for trauma in case, for severe type injuries. And I wanted to, and I've got some items, and I will post them with pricing on my wall tomorrow when I do shout outs. I may even do some tonight after I get off the off this live stream, depending on how I feel. But on Amazon right now, you can get a 2-pack of tourniquets for $14.99. And the idea of a tourniquet is, let's say you have a severe injury involving bleeding on an arm or a leg. The idea is you can use a tourniquet to slow or stop blood flow. You can also use a pressure bandage. Now, pressure bandages, you can get them, like let's say you get like a chest or a gut wound, or injury, and you need to like put pressure on it to slow down, stop bleeding. You can use pressure bandages for that. So I would recommend having a couple of pressure bandages in your med kit as well as a tourniquet. Um, I've got a 2-pack of tourniquets from Amazon for $14.99, and I will show images of them in my post. And then I've got a 3-pack of Israeli 6-inch pressure bandages. The 3-pack is $18.95, and you could you could have all three of them in a trauma kit. You could have the two tourniquets as well as the 3 pressure bandages. You also need to add gloves. You need some gloves, so for body fluids or for blood. You do not want to get contaminated. You need you need some gloves. And I mean, if you have a good first aid kit, you could also have a blood pressure kit to take blood pressure. Um, I mean, it, not being a doctor, but dealing with older people and dealing with people who have blood pressure issues, it's good to know what the blood pressure is. Normally, uh, if somebody is having some sort of cardiac issue, they will check blood pressure. They will also, if necessary, do CPR. Now, paramedics, or if they, you've got people that professionally do this, they may have a kit where they can go ahead and do like a, shock you, electric shock, for your heart. They've got kits that they use, like schools are required to have them, facilities, certain facilities are required to have them. And the idea is you need to know how to, and that's one of the things that they train you for if you take CPR, is how to use where to place the leads, how to go about doing it, and to charge and then to discharge and all that. And you've seen it on television, I'm sure, on shows and such. Bye, Lori. Um, if you're going, I was just checking, and congratulations, you're getting close to 900 bus stop. You will find that that last 100 getting to 1,000 is going to be a little difficult for whatever reason. A lot of people get slowed down by YouTube, especially when you get around 950. Trying to get to that over the 1,000 can be very slow, and you can find yourself losing channels. And I think that's intentional by YouTube to try to prevent people. It took Justin Green, Pastor Green, it took him months to get those last 15 or 20 subscribers. Literally, it took him months. I don't know. Joshua Humphrey, thanks for coming in, Joshua. 19 likes, 9 in the house. I don't know. I've had 20 channels come through the night, identify themselves. Willie Jilly, thank you for coming in. Willie Jilly, just noticed you. Ten in the house. If you have not left me a like, please leave me a like. It will help me. So as I was saying, I will do some posts on my community wall. I will shout out channels that have been supporting me on my live streams, and I will post some recommendations. You want to talk about the news, things that are happening in the news. They're trying to get a ceasefire in exchange for release of hostages. And the talking points on that is that Hamas would release 50 hostages, females and women and children, no men, in exchange for a 5-day ceasefire. And that gives them time to regroup. It gives them time to try to get more secure. It will help Hamas. And you could have 50 of your hostages. And they say there may be upwards of 250 hostages or so right now. That's in the news. There's a lot of talk of that in the news. Something else that was in the news, the government tracking, and this is coming from official government circles. They're saying that in the last 3 years under President Biden's administration, we've had 10 million illegals come across the border. 10 million in the last 3 years. That's over 3 million a year. And then one of the talking points that I've heard is that, I'm sorry you're bored, Naomi. One of the talking points that I've heard is that in the last year under Trump, because they had to remain in Mexico and they had the Mexican government actively trying to police their border and trying to keep people from coming in to the United States, they had fewer than 400,000. So in the last year under Trump, which apparently was working pretty well, it wasn't perfect, but it was working pretty well. Because remember, they were building the wall. The last year under Trump, 400,000 versus every year under Biden, over 3 million. So then, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Some of the big blue cities have been. How can you get on board? Drink a soda. Drink a soda. Look at something else. If you're bored watching me, go someplace else. Look at, channel hop. watch a movie, listen to some music. I love listening to music. I listen to old school music. Um, no, we don't need to be helping Hamas. We we really need to be staying out of conflict as much as possible. Right now, most of what you see, um, China is maneuvering, and you know they're they're trying to carve out their sphere of what they call their sphere of influence. They've got all their neighbors pissed off at them. You know, I mean, they got everybody pissed off at them. And their big ally right now is Russia, but Russia's got their hands full trying to take on Ukraine, and they're posturing about World War III, and they're posturing about NATO and all this crap and shit. Do you think they can't handle Ukraine? Do you think they could handle if NATO got involved? Oh, please, and that would be the sure sign of the idiots using nuclear weapons. Limited number, than threatening an all-out nuclear war. I mean, they drop a couple bombs someplace, and then and say, if you don't meet their demands, then they'll launch a full strike against NATO or whatever. And just craziness. That would be Teowaki, or whatever you want to call it. And you thought I did not cuss. Did I cuss? Did I just cuss? I don't know. If I did, I apologize. Did I say something? I didn't know I used some profanity, but I apologize if I did. Yeah, the Chinese government, they basically run TikTok. They use it to promote their social agendas. They use it for their propaganda. They also use it to identify information, profiles and various things. They use it to identify information on people. Elon isn't PL. Oh, piss. Well, I'm sorry. That is slang. That is slang. I do apologize for that. Um, they've got everybody upset. They've got everybody upset and bent out of shape. I'm sorry. My big cuss words is when you say GD or SOB or FUCK. Those are big, no cuss words. Those are big cuss words. BITCH, BASTARD. Those are bad bad insults. Or mother FUCK. Those are bad ones. Those are the bad cuss words. And I was spelling them out. Hey, Julie Ann West. Thank you for coming in. Julie Ann is from Wales. I watched one of your videos. Yes, those are not words for kids. I'm sorry. I am sorry if I said something offensive. Apologies. So, I encourage everybody to look at my posts on my community wall. Whenever I post on my community wall, excuse me, what I normally do is I will normally indicate when my next live stream is, which will be the following day. I will normally have a picture of some item that I'm recommending. And these are items that I've purchased or I'm purchasing, that I put my money where my mouth is. I try to get the best buys I can get. And then I will normally link channels that were in my most recent live stream or the last couple of live streams that I've done. And a lot of times, I'm linking the same channels because it'll be the same 15, 20, 25, 30 people that come in every time. Every once in a while there's somebody new, somebody old, that's been here in the past. My views are down. I keep saying, a couple of months ago when it's been going on 4 months now, but before I started back working, so thank you. So before I started back working, I was putting a lot more time into it was like a full-time job. I was putting a lot more time into my channel, and if I dropped a video, the first 24 hours, it'd have 130, 140, 150 views, first 24 hours, which is not huge, but I had built up to that. Some people, they drop a video, and a week later, it might be at 100 views, and I'd get and by the end of the first week, I would be at 250, 300 views. A week later, I'd be at 400. And if I had not posted anything, a week later, I'd be at 500, So, and now I get to 100 views or so on a video, and then I drop another one. And I'm dropping them once a week or so. So last one I had was like at 108 or 110 views. So I dropped another one today, and it's probably around 30. Maybe a little more, a few hours ago. And it's on various forms of beans. They're going up in price, like just for a pound of beans. It used to be you get a pound of various beans for less than $1 a pound, and now you're paying, $2.40 for a pound of these beans. Lima beans is like $3.50 for a pound. Big lima beans. I mean, that's expensive. Mike Crusher Reviews. Hey, Mike. Mike's got a wonderful channel. He recently went over 400, and he should probably be at about 4,000. But, I watch everything that Mike puts out on his reviews. I'll tell you how much I've been supportive of Mike. I binge watched him when I was behind. I watched 5. Was it yesterday or Saturday? I watched 5 in a row, got caught up. And then yesterday he dropped one. So I'm one behind. Yeah, they say we should really not talk about religion or politics. That's two subjects that you don't want to offend people. Don't talk religion, don't talk politics. People are very sensitive about religion and politics. So, right now I'm shopping for a new 12-volt refrigerator, and I really need to buy 2 of them. They say 1 is none, 2 is 1. My wife is on me about buying more portable panels. I've got one foldable 100-watt um, panel that I bought from Goal Zero. It's a nice panel. It's a hard panel. And I paid like $300 for it when I bought it. I've had it for like 5-6 years. I very rarely use it because I've got panels on my roof of my patio and run in through. So I've got it set up so I've got separated out two different. I can combine it or I can keep it separate. So I could basically be running solar into two different devices, charging at the same time for my solar panels. I've got them separated out. 4 and 4. Yes, you've got to wash your beans. Yes, you do. Yes, you wash and soak. You know, like a lot of times you like hard beans like that. You soak them overnight before you cook them. Then when you cook them, normally you flavor them with some pork. You put in some bacon. You put in bacon, or you put some ham in it. Margie TV, I appreciate you, Margie. I need to watch one of your live streams. Need to make a note. Margie, tonight I'm going to run one of your full live streams. If you're not connected with Margie, you need to connect with Margie. So I'm going to run Margie tonight. I need to run Doors again. Another Doors. She's been running my live streams. Need to run another one of Eos. Dolly, Sharma K, Rossi, and Dunia. Oh, I'm horrible at pronouncing this. I apologize if I butchered your name, Dolly. So if you don't have Prime, you can get a free 30-day subscription to Prime, and you can cancel it. You can use it for Black Friday, and then you can cancel it. You get free delivery. The other thing they normally do is if you buy a certain amount, a certain monetary amount, they'll give you free delivery. Please feel free to drop your link. If you have a live stream or a premiere coming up, please feel free to mention them. Drop your link. I encourage everybody to connect. We grow together. $13 in the house, 22 likes. I've recorded 24 different channels that have come in this evening. If you haven't left me a like, please do so. Help my channel. So, updating prices. Right now, you can get the Blue Eddy that I did a video on just recently. The Blue Eddy EB3A, which is a real good, smaller power station, for $198 on Amazon this week for Black Friday. $198. That is an excellent. That's an excellent buy. Blue Eddy's top of the line. 600 watt pure sine inverter, surges to 1200. MPPT charging. 12 volt. It's got a top charging pad, 15 watt wireless charging pad. Very nice. Charge it 110, charge it with solar. I have been praying for David. My friend David in Georgia. I've been in prayer for David and Echo. I enjoyed watching their Yahtzee. They're doing a Yahtzee tournament right now. I'm in the tournament. They're playing for me. I think it's round 2, if I'm not mistaken. And I keep telling Echo to watch David so he doesn't cheat. He says, I don't cheat. It's hard to cheat at Yahtzee, but I mean still. I joke, you know. I'm a, I am a joker. Right now, everybody in here has got a blue. Everybody in here has got a blue wrench. They've all got a standard moderator, so they can go to anybody else's channel. Hopefully, everybody is subscribed to each other. Bus stop. There have been a couple of new channels that came in tonight, and hopefully you're able to connect with them. You go onto my community wall, and you will find you'll find me sharing out all these channels that have been coming in. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. I think everybody here is subscribed. If you have not pressed the notification, please press the notification. I don't post a lot. I don't drop a lot. You're not going to be constantly getting pings from me. But I do try to drop at least one. I'm boring you again, Naomi. All right, let's talk movies for a minute. I hear that the Marvels have been tanking. You know, that's one of the big movies that's out, Marvels. I hear it's tanking. I hear Gladiator 2 is in the process of coming out. They're going to have Gladiator 2 come out. And I haven't seen any reviews on it. I've seen horrible reviews on Marvels. And they say they'll be lucky if they make $100 million. And they spent probably $300 million making it. So it's tanking. It's not making a lot of money. And worst start they've had. They say it's a little bit too woke. Too much of the ultra feminism. And that could kill anything. Nita's cooking show. Thank you for coming in, Nita. And I will tell you, I need to run another one of Nita's live streams. So Nita, I will be running one of your live streams tonight. Nita's one of my friends that we run each other's live streams. Nita recently became monetized. I've had several friends recently become monetized. Old Fart became monetized. And the rest of us are working on becoming monetized. I didn't see Wayne snuck in. I see something about the ungrateful. Oh, the ungrateful peasant is here. Wayne, thank you for coming in. I need to give you some love on your channel. I really enjoy your talks. I really value your talks and your counsel on them. Hey, take care, Naomi. Thank you for coming in. I'll try not to be boring the next time. So, you know, I've been doing lots of stuff under the table, working on my own stuff. I've been working on carry bags, reloading them, adding to them, subtracting from them, laying in supplies. I'm more interested in freeze-dried food now. I really am, as far as I've got tons of stuff, and I'm interested in filling in preps. Like, you know, I've got tons. I keep buying, powdered milk, butter, powdered peanut butter, things, powdered, for making bread items. I try to I try to buy things that we use. Think about it like this: if you've got 3 people living with you, and you figure you're going to use at least a gallon a day per person, and you say, well, I got 100 gallons of water stored. Well, that's a little over a month, and that's not taking showers. Nothing for hygiene. That's basically consumption for food and such. 100 gallons is not that much, and I need to work on the water purification. I really have to work on water purification. I don't like drinking hard well water. The well that I have is not that deep, and the water's got a lot of stuff in it. It's not what you want to drink, really. It's good for watering the grass. It'd be okay for, cleaning and such. But you really don't want to consume it. You need to really be able to filter the stuff out. And I'm not in a situation, I'm in a neighborhood, so I can't go and I can't have it re-drilled. I can't go and drill a well. They can't move equipment in here, you know. Yeah, a person who used to live in my house that we purchased, and this house was built back in the late 60s. They were into radios, and they had a real tall pole out back. I mean, probably 30 feet up. And it had all the various little stuff on it. And I'm sure they were ham radio operators. Somebody was a ham radio operator. That's something that I have not been into. I have these little hand units that are good for a mile, a couple of miles maybe. You can talk in your area. I don't know, you're in a situation where you bug in, so to speak. Things are real tense. I don't know that you'd be wanting to go out and about your neighborhood. I don't know that, like, reconnoitering, or, I don't know that you'd want to be doing that. You would not really want to be bringing attention to yourself. At least not early on. The other thing is, I would think you'd probably be dealing with situations where you'd have people with hunting rifles with scopes, and you're walking down the way, armed. You might have somebody pop you, and you'd never see it coming. So if you were wanting to do something like that, you probably would not want to be out in the middle of the road, and you certainly wouldn't want to be doing it in daylight. Uh, Ultimately, I want to get out in the country from where I'm at, have some acreage out there, have a good deeper well where I can actually, you know, use the water that's coming out of it to drink. And you still want to filter it. You still want to have filtration. I need to really seriously upgrade the solar, a lot more solar power, a lot more battery storage. More than a couple of kilowatts. Um, those are things that cost a lot of money. You know, having a serious battery bank, having serious charge controllers, paneling, and everything. You can get into a lot of money with that. You can get into a lot of money with that. Yeah, and you get in a situation where if there was a serious grid down situation, uh, information would really,
it'd be very difficult to get information. Information would be very, very valuable to get information, knowing what the general situation is.
Sophie, thank you for coming in, Sophie. Sophia, thank you for coming in. So, Nita, I plan on running a live stream of yours tonight, overnight. I'm going to do a full replay on one of your live streams. And Margie TV, I'll be doing a full play on one of her live streams. I try to support those who support me. And I haven't been putting the word out the way I haven't been putting the word out the way I used to. I need to do a better job of that. 10 in the house. I've had people running my I've had people running my live streams. Right now, I have about 440 some odd watch hours for the month. My watch hours have been going back up. I'm doing a little bit more, so I'm getting a little bit more support. And, you know, support those who support you. It's smart to be supportive. Make friends with people who can help you. People you have stuff in common with, make friends with them. Treat people the way you want to be treated. I always try to say a few things over, repeatedly every day. And, treat people the way you want to be treated. The golden rule, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Be thankful every day when you wake up. Thank God for the day. You never know when it's going to be your last day. Rosalind Carter, Jimmy Carter, the former president, Carter's wife, passed away yesterday. I think she was 96. And I was listening to a review of her life. She and Jimmy Carter got together and married. He was like 22, 23. She was 20-ish. And they lived fairly close together. And she was, or her sister was a friend, and she saw his picture on the wall at the house and wanted to meet him, and a year later they're married. Had 4 kids. I mean, the best couple in the world as ex-president and Mrs. They used to do Habitat for Humanity. They did a lot of stuff for health and Habitat for Humanity. They do the Jimmy Carter Project. They'd go and they'd help build homes, low-income homes. And he's probably the best ex-president we've ever had. Don't care about the politics. He was an excellent ex-president. Wasn't the best president for the 4 years he was in, or he probably would have been reelected. That was back when they had the oil embargo. They had the prices were out of control, 20% interest rates. They had the Iranian hostage situation. The Soviet Union went into Afghanistan. They gave back the Panama Canal. They got out and gave back the Philippines. I mean, did a bunch of crap, that really screwed us. But as an ex-president, he was an excellent ex-president. And Jimmy Carter's 99 years old. He won't be around much longer. They said he was receiving hospice services.
So when you see a veteran and older folks, and they're wearing their veterans of foreign wars or Vietnam veteran or veteran of this or that, thank them for their service. So many soldiers have not come back from wars. So many of them have come back disabled, you know, injured and disabled. Thank them for that. Thank law enforcement. Thank firemen, paramedics, your first responders. They're not doing it to get rich, and they're risking their lives, and a lot of them give their lives. There have been more and more incidents of police officers being shot. So many incidents of people, so many criminals. So many of the illegals coming in are criminals, doing bad things, robbing people, breaking into houses, stealing. We live in perilous times. Well, Little Lone Prepper, I sympathize with you. But you had them for you had your father for a long time. It was a blessing. Mine passed away when I was 14. He was a tobacco user for over 50 years. Yeah, I was very happy. My father, may he rest in peace. My father died in '77. Jimmy Carter, he was very happy about him. You know, his folks and Jimmy Carter's folks lived like 30 miles apart. He was very happy to have somebody from Georgia become president. And Jimmy Carter created a lot of Republicans. A lot of people shifted parties because of the Democrats are losing a lot of people right now, becoming independent and you know leaving. Um, they're losing a lot of their the what you call the blue dog, the moderate Democrats, the ones that really they don't go for the craziness, the ones that are not woke. They're losing a lot of those people. A lot of them are becoming independents. Some of them are changing to the Republican Party. So I encourage you to take advantage of the sales. And they'll have more sales around Christmas time. But right now, take advantage of Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Look at your list of what you need and start filling it in. A lot of the things that you look at as preps are not expensive, but you need them. Think power outage. Think manual can opener, bottle opener, grinder. Think 12-volt appliances. Think heating. What do you do to heat things? How do you boil water if the gas isn't working, if the electricity isn't working? Having 12-volt appliances, which are not expensive. Having a 12-volt kettle. Having a sterno burner, canned heat. Having a small stove that you can boil water. You need to be able to boil water. Think about those kind of things. They're not expensive. Think about your medication. KP Heathen, thank you for being here. Not expensive, but things that you need. That's the key to prepping, is being organized. SD Mountain Man. Yep, spaghetti, good stuff. I had spaghetti last night. Tonight I had a grilled cheese and French fries. That's good, jar and bottle. That's good. They're not expensive. You can get good deals on them. You can get a lot of that stuff at like a Walmart. You know, you can go to Target, you can go to Walmart, HEB if you got HEB here. A lot of grocery stores will carry stuff like that. Not expensive. Good to have. Good to have more than one of them. In case one broke. One broke. Yeah, and that's a slogan. Go woke, go broke. There are companies finding out about that. So, Starship launched their second attempt. It made it out. It didn't destroy the launch site. Um, it did separate. The ship ran for about 8 minutes. It made it almost into orbit. The first stage blew up. Then after about 4 minutes, and then after about 8 minutes, the ship blew up. Probably the next one will do what they want to do. They've already got permission for they've got a date for the next launch. They've got all these prototypes. They keep modifying them and changing them. All 33 of the Raptor engines went off. Most powerful rocket ever. They're launching it from South Texas down there, Boca Chica, near the border, down by Brownsville. He's got a city down there he's building. A lot of people are starting to use Starlink, the satellite system. More and more people are getting Starlink. I think they're paying about $100 a month or so. I really haven't looked at it recently. But they're WD Glock and Roll. Thank you for coming in. They are providing internet service around the world now. A lot of places out in the middle of nowhere are people are getting very good internet. And that will probably be the service to use in the next few years. They say Elon Musk has a 155 IQ. You know, if the average IQ is 100, about 68% of the population had between about a 90 and 110 IQ. 100 is considered right down the middle, average. So I will post links on my community wall to the channels that have been supporting me. 30 channels in here tonight so far that have identified themselves. A lot of lurkers out there. Some of my friends have been lurking. And if you haven't left me a like, please do so. It'll help me out. When I get off, Cold War Prepper has got a live stream going on. I encourage you to go over to his, Lee Engel, his channel. He's got a live stream going. And treat people the way you want to be treated. Be quick to say please and thank you. Excuse me. Turn your head when you cough or sneeze. You go to the restroom, wash your hands. Before you eat, wash your hands. Have good manners. Demonstrate that you have good home training. Honor your parents. Be cognizant of those who are around you. Don't let somebody come up from behind you. There have been a lot of muggings and things of people. They look for opportunities. You go and you get money from the bank or an ATM machine. They're watching. If they think they can rob you, they come over and rob you. They want your money. You know. Don't be in a situation where you lose your life over a couple of $100. I appreciate the support that I'm getting. When I do get off, if you would come back in a few minutes and leave me a like and a comment, it will help me. I will try to drop another short. I did a video today of beans. Tomorrow I will do some posts on my community wall. I will post my recommendations for tourniquets and for Israeli 6-inch Israeli. I will be posting on my community wall, and I will be shouting out the channels that were in here today. I do appreciate everybody. Life is good. Be prepared. It is what it is. And everybody, I encourage you to have a blessed day. I will be back tomorrow. Thank you.